Good afternoon. Sorry, it's a little windy. And I'm taking a walk. But in the process, I'm going to take a walk to a different spot. Figured you guys might want to come with me and check this place out with me. No, I went to bed late, woke up late. Been awake for a couple hours or so. And just, yeah. Excuse me. I'm just trying to keep in a positive state of mind. I feel like saying no, I think men and women have this problem of thinking that they each want completely different things, and generally speaking, they all want the same. The problem with it, though, is finding the people that you share those same commonalities with. Because some people, men and women, their love is through material things, and that's how they give and receive it. They don't genuinely love otherwise. And then you got people who don't necessarily need those material objective things to give and receive love. Yet in the end, everybody realistically wants the same thing in a relationship. They want somebody that they can communicate with, do things with, learn from and teach, those types of things. Somebody who's there in the hard times, good times, all that. I mean, I see too many people, they talk about how much they want a certain type of relationship, but they don't put the effort towards it. And what they do is they put the effort onto the person they're with to make it happen. And then when things don't fall through because they just drained somebody completely trying to make things happy, they move on to the next person to do it. That's not love. That's never love, never was love. That's a love of self and self-gain. And it's supposed to be teamwork and that stuff. Okay. So I'm almost to where we're headed. Figured since life has been really, really dull for the most part, it hasn't been horribly bad or anything. I have my bad moments, of course. But I figured you'd take a walk to Poundtown. Want to go to Poundtown with me? Yep. So I'd take a short trip to Poundtown. Barbecue. Okay. What is today? going alright. Get one of your singles with a side of the small fries and a Coke. Yep.
And then,
Let's see here. I guess we'll just go with the regular smash sauce and give it a try. No, thank you.
Alright. Is that gonna be everything?
Yes, sir.
The $11.
Oh, here you go. And then I'll take just $4 back. Rest is yours. Thank you very much. Poundtown hamburger, Oregon City off the 202. You get hooked up with a cool little buzzer. Vibrating or beep, please go to service station. I'll be right back while I wait for my food, so you don't have to wait with me. Took a few minutes. That's all it took, about maybe five minutes wait time. So now I'm taking my food over here to the trail, and I'm going to sit down and probably a sunny spot to give this a shot. This looks like a good spot. And the ground is dry, thankfully. Ugh. Ew. Let's see what we can do here. For starters, got one of these to help stand you guys up. So, I've never been to Poundtown before, and decided to go check them out. Whoops. Oh, French fries from Mama Nature now. There we go. Let's see how the French fries are. Sometimes, usually when I have French fries, I'll have it with just like mustard, unless I have like one of those special French fry things where it's got like the cheese and bacon and all that stuff. Oh. These are good. They're better than McDonald's. Okay. Put that in my pocket, the napkins. And now let's check out this burger. The Cheboyga. We got ourselves a Cheboyga with some pickles and some smash sauce. We're gonna take this Cheboyga to Poundtown. Well, pretty plain. Reminds me of a, it's got a good sized patty, homemade patty. And I just got it with the cheese, pickles, stuff like that, just a normal burger. And definitely got some grease to it, which is should be expected with the burger, shouldn't it? Okay, I'm gonna take a bite out of this off the side here. You don't have to watch me shove my face. Okay, okay. The looks were deceiving. Holy shit. Woo. This is good stuff. Wow. No, this is, as I said, from Poundtown. This is from Poundtown. It's in Oregon City, just off of 213, just south of Oregon City. And the prices, thankfully, was not too bad. It was actually, for one of these, a fry and a soda, it was actually a little less than going to, say, like Burger King or one of those places. And you're getting some actual handmade patties, all that. This is good. Sorry, I'm trying to cover my face so you don't see me eating. But damn, like to be able to. This is something I'd like to do for work or for business, just I'd rather be working with. Sorry, it looks like I have this big old pocket going on. It's because I got some napkins in my pocket. And just how I'm sitting, it looks funny, I'm sorry. But, doing sliders or Philly sliders, stuff like that, something simple. I mean, I can tell you right now, for them to make this burger, it probably cost them like $2. And they made like probably between, off of this whole meal, they probably made about $8 off the meal, $8. And it cost me like $11 to get the burger, the fry, and the soda. So putting it into perspective, that should tell you something, because those fries, that's probably like one large potato. That's all that is. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Sit here and get to enjoy the sunshine. I'd say I get to enjoy the view, but it's a little bit of a private view. You want to see? So the trail's right here in front of me, and then you got and then that's the golf course, and the highway right there on the other side of the fence. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a fat kid, but thankfully normally I just eat one meal a day, and then I'll have like a snack here and there throughout the day. Here and there. But otherwise, I'll take my walks. It's not like I'm completely unhealthy. Like I've said before, the unhealthiest things I realistically do these days is smoke and drink soda. I mean, if I didn't drink soda, how would I keep these sexy ass love handles going, No, this is really good. I will recommend them. If you're ever in the Oregon City area and you want to swing by a nice little spot that you can, get some good grub at, you can slip over to Poundtown and grab yourself some burgers and fries. Otherwise, right next to it, there's another food truck called Fran's Barbecue, and they do barbecue and soul food there. So, like, they got pulled pork and all that. I don't eat pork. Little fib there, because I will eat bacon. I'll eat sausage when it comes to biscuits and gravy, but I'd be fine with even, like, beef, and I'm one of those people, I'll eat beef and turkey bacon and all that, too, so it wouldn't hurt me either way. But I don't generally eat pork overall. And, yeah. And then there's another one over there. It's got Mexican food there, which I haven't got to try them either yet. It's my first time deciding to go to the mini pod right there with the 3 carts. And I was like, I'm going to just go grab a burger, and I don't really want to go to town. But I did still go to Poundtown. God dang it. It's fucking good. And I'm sorry for my language with it. Gosh, that's good. And slightly messy burger. Not super messy, but burgers aren't necessarily supposed to be completely non-messy. I got some folks walking up towards me, so I'll probably be quiet here in a second. I wish you were here to try this with me. It's pretty good. And then we got another person coming up behind these people with their dogs, so hopefully their dogs don't try to come steal my french fries. This lady's got some pretty puppies coming along. The baby dog. Oh, got busy all of a sudden here on the trail. No. Yeah, I just kind of sat up extra late last night after my walk and just kind of letting things sink in. I kind of realized that certain aspects of my life is just not going to happen or work out, and so I think the hard part for it is just trying to accept it.
I just don't really feel like I fit in anywhere. And because I'm so different with a lot of people in the sense of awkward, and because people allow external factors to get in the middle of their relationships too much. You know, it's one thing when you're going to friends or family, you know, for, you know, some level of advice, but you also have to keep in mind that they're going to give you some pretty selfish advice depending on what you say. And if you go to talk shit while you're trying to get advice, you're not going to get sound advice, and you're not getting advice at all at that point. You're getting biased information based on shit talking. And am I perfect? No. I like to have fun, do all that stuff, but I don't put up with a lot of bullshit either. And does it make me a strict person? No, I'm usually pretty easy and laid back. There's very few things that... Yeah, there's just very few things. I don't have a lot of patience for cheating or anything like that. And if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, you prioritize that relationship. You don't prioritize everybody else. And kids are a given. That's not an argument. That type of stuff is an argument. Family is a given. It's not an argument. It's just knowing how to set boundaries where family and friends are concerned. It's like, look, kind of came to you for a shoulder to lean on a bit. I didn't come to you to tell me how to destroy my relationship or my life. Or tell me how to hurt someone because I gave you, you know, I'm being hurt right now, or I'm upset or angry, and I'm saying things that I don't mean and don't have the backbone to be very clear about it. That's why even when I've sat and I, you know, what few times I have sat and talked to my brother Nate about things at times over the years, I'm not afraid to implement myself. Excuse me, as in, I'm not afraid to tell the truth about myself, even if it doesn't look good. And so, I don't know, I'm just realizing that I'm not made for this world, or I'm obviously not made to I'm not meant to have a happy relationship with anybody. And it's obvious that it's a you know, friendship type thing, but yet because I've been so badly betrayed by even friends, it's like it makes it hard to want to make new friends. Because it's like people that have been so close to you for 20 plus years have no second thought of hurting you and treating you like shit behind your back. Imagine trying to trust somebody that you've maybe only known for a few weeks, a few months. What those betrayals did is they, no matter how much you want to give other people a benefit of a doubt and all that, not associate, not compare, do all that stuff, even if you don't do that stuff, you're still going to have that in your mind no matter what, that you're going to have to worry about that person doing the same exact thing to you as other people that you called friend or family. And yes, that's fear. It's very fear-based, and I recognize it. I have a lot of fear going on. I'm afraid of being hurt again like I was, and being ran through again. I'm afraid of being publicly humiliated again. I'm afraid of having to deal with somebody's entire family hating me because they don't know when to stop talking shit and lying to people. Because they need that attention. I'm afraid of going through everything that I've gone through again. And this time around, it was so fucking bad. that yeah. Would I give anybody a chance in life? Yeah. Do I immediately assume that the next person's going to be like the last person? No, it's not that. But there's still going to be that fear that I'm going to go through that shit again. And that's going to happen, especially in the process of when you're getting to know somebody. You're going to always have that hesitancy going on. And in my mind, that's okay. Because I can understand why women go through that. They worry that, if they were with somebody that was really bad, they're going to naturally worry if the next person's going to do the same thing to them. It's the same thing with guys. It's just some guys, just like some women, were raised to be extremely cruel-hearted people and were taught to mask over that cruelness. Because you have to remember that a lot of these people, their morals that they were taught, they learned from their parents. So if your mom or dad's promiscuous, a cheater, has a history of sleeping around and sleeping their way up in the food chain, there's a good chance that you're doing the same thing too. Sorry, that was gross. And those types of morals I don't respect. I won't respect that in a man or a woman, just as is, because that's not how you treat people. They say this world's your oyster, but people are not there for your to be your slave, to be your your tool to manipulate to get what you want. Excuse me, so you can get somewhere in life. If you're gonna be, in a relationship with somebody, you're gonna genuinely work through things together. You're genuinely gonna work together to make life better for each other and with each other. The whole nine. You're not gonna keep going to your friends and other people to talk shit about your other half so you can justify why you were being unfaithful. Anyways, I'm going to finish my lunch. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.